Hello friends, this is Webster from my Therapy Garden YouTube channel. We're playing the dirt, help to take away the hurt. Today we're looking at the rose garden. And to start the rose garden, we have Japanese maple. And this is Crimson Queen. Now Crimson Queen Japanese maple is a fine leaf dissectum which keeps the red color all year. But in the fall it will turn even a brighter red. Hence the name Crimson Queen. A beautiful Japanese maple. Then next we have some celosia. A Cryptomera japonica. This one is called Dragon Prince. More celosia. And the first rose here is a JFK. Most of the petals are gone. It's a windy day today. But we know that in the fall we don't fertilize our roses anymore. And we don't have to deadhead them, so we leave the spent flower on it for it to set hip. Now when the rose set hip, that tells the rose flower to go into dormancy, so it will stop producing flower and it pretty much settle down for that winter nap. This other beautiful pink rose is Arizona. Looking like sunset in Arizona. Man, I've been attacked by a bee. Now the bees are all over the celosia and I guess that's why I was disturbing them and they didn't like that. Okay, right along here we have lavender and a lot of Coleus. We know that Coleus are grown for the leaves. The beauty of the flower is in the leaves, not so much the spike, but bees also like the nectar from the spike of the Coleus. So I leave some of them. I don't take off all the flower of the Coleus so the bees can have enough. Right here we have an Italian Cyprus, which is doing very well. Right behind it is another white rose, JFK. JFK is a beautiful white rose with just a hint of red. And I was reminded by one of my subscribers that the little splash of red that you see on a JFK is represent his blood when he was shot in Dallas. This beauty right here is a majorum, the herb majorum, and it will flower at this time of the year. Beautiful yellow flower. Again, the bees are all over it. Further down the rose garden, we have Mr. Lincoln, highly fragrant, velvety red rose. It's a hybrid tea, Mr. Lincoln. Right here we have a rue. A rue is another herb. Now on Instagram, I show a picture of this rue which was just totally eaten by the caterpillar of, I think, the swallowtail butterfly. And it was just stubs that were left. But in 3 to 4 weeks, there she is. The rue covered in leaves and doing well once again. So don't be afraid to share your garden with the wildlife. The caterpillar, for the most part, will eat, but that plant won't necessarily die. Okay, so go ahead and share your garden with the wildlife. Lots of roses still in bloom. And for roses, the fall is like a second spring. That's where they'll do their last hurrah before going to sleep. This soft red flower here is a Olympiad. That's the Olympiad. And you can see that a lot of the spent flowers, like I said, I'll just leave those so the rose can gently enter into dormancy. More marjoram. And a lot of herbs that we plant will flower. So if you don't use these herbs for cooking, they produce lots of flower. The climbing rose on this side is Lady of Shalott, David Austin rose. But also growing with it is a clematis, the soft lavender color clematis. Our cosmos is doing pretty good. That soft pink color of the cosmos doing very well with this pink rose. I don't remember the name of this one, but she is a beauty. Another Arizona right here. And the bees are very busy now collecting all the nectars that they can get. Everybody's getting ready for the winter. This is a Chicago piece. This beautiful bicolored rose. Chicago piece. And here we have an Oklahoma, another dark red rose. This one, Oklahoma, with some yellow butterfly weed. And I was saying that we didn't see any monarch butterfly this year, but last week we started seeing monarch butterfly visiting the milkweed. So I'm very happy to see that. More lavender and a Japanese maple. This is more of a palm leaf one, a palmatum. Again, this one is red leaf. See the beautiful new growth is a darker red. But as we get closer to fall, it will get a darker color. This one is called Vernagine. Russian sage. And then all along here we have aster. And about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, these were just covered in flower, which we showed on Instagram. So if you missed that, you can go to Instagram and you can see all the asters that we have there. We just have a few flower now on the aster. And at the end right here is a dwarf Alberta spruce, which is make a lovely topiary. At the end, a small rose here. This is Double Delight, which I planted as a bare root rose early in the year. Double Delight, which is highly fragrant and have that pink and white, pink and yellow color. Very beautiful rose. So there we have it, guys. A fall look at the rose garden. Seeing the roses still in flower. The cosmos are looking lovely at this time. And most of the herbs that we have here, marjoram, is flowering. So remember, guys, for your roses, you shouldn't have to fertilize your rose anymore for the year. Don't deadhead your rose at this time also. Just let them set seed, so to speak, by forming hips. That will tell the rose to go into dormancy, preparing for the winter. You like this tour of my rose garden? Please give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends, family about this channel and share what you see. Any questions or comment? Please write it down below. And as always, this is Webster from My Therapy Garden, where playing in the dirt help to take away the hurt. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye, God bless, and have a good one.